Hey, what's up, guys? So, Alfredo Diaz here with another episode. So, if you guys haven't noticed about how I normally release videos, how I've been kind of slacking on it. It's mainly, there's been a lot going on. So, on the last episode, I did tell you guys that some shit did happen with the Mustang. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll explain in detail here in a minute of everything that happened. It's kind of like a bonehead move on my side, but oh well, you live and learn. But in the meantime, we went and picked up some stuff because it is about that time for the Mustang to get its very first oil change. So we are chilling at, I want to say last I checked, it was about 250 to 300 miles of break-in. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and change the fluids in it. So we finally got our dyno day tomorrow. So I want to go make sure I go in with fresh fluids, make sure everything is topped off. I'm gonna give the car a once over and check everything out, make sure everything is good. But in the meantime, I appreciate the Lexus. I've not been able to wash the car in, I want to say, a week, and this thing was just filthy. So I finally took it to go get washed, and man, I seriously do love that USB blue. I mean, blue is one of my favorite colors, but it just looks really good when it's actually fucking washed. So I gotta do the same thing with the Mustang. The Mustang is fucking filthy. But if you haven't noticed, I'm in a new place. So that's pretty much what's been going on. Been moving. Still gotta organize all my shit in the back. But now I actually have a good legit spot to park the Mustang and actually, do work to it. Have a lot of space. Not where I was at before, there was a lot of cars that would get parked in the driveway in front of the garage. So it made it really difficult for me to get my car in and out. And then also it was about time for me and my girlfriend to get our own place. So found this place. Seems like it's nice and chill. Hopefully the neighbors don't hate me because I'm the only one with loud cars. But yeah, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up and get to changing oil.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, don't you just love it when your car just leaves you cute little fucking surprises for when you get home? Oh man, looks like we may have a small coolant leak, and it almost appears to be oil. So I'm gonna have to figure out where that coolant leak is coming from. I don't know if maybe one of these hoses got rubbed. Ooh. Actually, I think I may have just found it. Seems like this hose may have rubbed up against the pulley. And also, what the fuck is that? That's not good. Also, you see this clip all the way up here? I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Let's go with Extendo Cam. Get you guys deep in the action. But this clip was pulled all the way out. So I just popped that guy back in. That would have been really bad. So I'm gonna have to double check coolant. Yeah, it seems like something's not fully snapped in just by the looks of how it's moving. And now I just stained all over the engine. Ah, man, that sucks. That was a very fresh engine. Alright. Well, leak number 1 has been fixed. So let's check for leak number 2. See where that guy's leaking from. That's definitely oil. So, where can we be leaking oil? especially this far back. I don't see anywhere that's visibly dripped or even wet. So I don't know if that was there when I first got here. I'm almost positive the floor is dried because I swept it. Unless we spilled some when we were moving all the fluids. It just makes me nervous that it's directly underneath the oil pan, but the oil pan does not show any signs of it dripping. It's a little wet on the back, but there's no signs of drips. So yeah, alright, well, I'm gonna probably just double check the bolts on the oil pan. This is why it's always a good idea to go around your car, get it up on jacksets, get it up on the lift after you had your motor built, and just put a wrench to everything, because shit just comes loose, especially when you tighten it for the first time and it's like new hardware or new gaskets and it's expanding and contracting with the heat. Just double check everything. So I got something in my eye, so I'm gonna go ahead, check everything out, make sure everything's kosher, start draining the oil.
Playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration.
So one thing to pay attention when you do your very first oil change is you don't want to see anything that's sparkly. So you don't want any sparkles. So just those little, I don't know, that little caramel color, that could just be probably from break-in, but we're not seeing anything sparkling. Probably when I remove the filter, I will cut that open also, make sure that there's no bearing material on it. But so far everything looks like it's nice and healthy. The oil doesn't look anything crazy, so it doesn't look like water's getting into it. But yeah, so far so good. So, but yeah, I can't. There's a very, very small hint of sparkle, but that could probably just be my eyes fucking with me, or it could just be from just that initial break-in. And of course, the oil does look a little weird. That would be fine on your very first oil change because it's probably mixed in with all that assembly lube that was used on the oil, so probably change your oil just slightly. As long as it doesn't look drastically different, I think it'll be fine. So everything looks good. I don't see any sparkles whatsoever in the oil. Trying to get this light in there as close as I can and really try and get it to sparkle, but I don't see anything, so that's a good sign. Alright, so I think I also figured out what the oil leak was. I think it was actually my drain plug. So right as I unplugged it, it didn't take any torque whatsoever. So I think I just had a loose drain plug and a loose hose up there. So easy day, easy fix. And so that's all getting taken care of. And even like the oil drip seems like it would be right below the drain plug. So keep an eye on your fluids. I don't think it drained too much because I kept an eye on the oil and it didn't seem like it really dropped any. So if I did lose any, I would say it was less than half a quart. And this pan is at 8 quarts, so I think we're solid. So I'm gonna go ahead, clean up, get fresh fluids in it, make sure this motherfucker's tight this time, and get everything set to get put back on the ground and be dyno ready. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, cool. So oil change is done. Don't know if it matters. I run 550 Mobile 1, mainly just because I used to run that before when I had just the Boss heads. That's what the Boss heads call for, straight on the oil cap. So I should probably be using Motorcraft stuff, but couldn't find any, so I just got the Mobile 1. So what happened? Give you guys a guess. If you can't see it just yet, it's here. See if you can see it. Nope, give up. What about here? Alright, so what happened? I probably made the biggest bonehead move in probably every Foxbody owner's nightmare. Simply, I forgot to put my hood pins in. And yes, my hood flew up. Which kind of sucks because it ripped out those out of the hood, ripped this one out completely, so I gotta remove that, fix the hood, fix the cowl again. Only difference this time, it doesn't look terrible. It looks like it might be salvageable. I may take it to a shop for them to do the body work on it. Maybe I might do the paint. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's what happened. Well, so hood flew up on me, so ended up happening on the very first drive. Yes, the very first drive. So a lot of emotions were going on that day. First time driving the car, you know, so I was pretty nervous getting the car out, making sure everything was good. Car almost wanted to overheat because it was low on fluid, or had a coolant bubble. So, you know, super nervous. Everything was going on, especially with a freshly built motor, and just because I had dumped so much money into it, I did not want anything to go wrong with it. Well, nothing went wrong with the engine. The body, which I had just painted this car too. Yeah, so luckily the damage is fixable, didn't cause too much damage, small scratch on the hood, and just the rivets on the other side that can be patched up easily and fixed. So luckily nobody got hurt, and it was also at a very low speed. I think I was doing like maybe 35 miles an hour. I was on a regular side street next to my house, and just because it's 2020 and it just wants to keep kicking me in the nuts, also lost a freaking window louver. But luckily, with me being a fucking hoarder, I do have a spare, because it's not the first time it's happened to me. Before it was the passenger side, now it's the driver's side. And these things are old. They love to break right here. So you can see where all the tabs are still left on it. So I actually ended up buying another one, because that way I could have a spare set and maybe even a set of SVO panels. We'll see. I'm debating whether or not I want to switch over to the SVO panels. Maybe do something cool with them. Maybe like do a carbon fiber skin on them. Only thing is that they're originals. So if I had a set of repops, no doubt, carbon fiber skin them all day long. But with originals, I don't know. I may just paint them. That way it's easily reversible. But yeah, so, you know, with these two things, it's still just a car. It fucking hurt. I did not want to talk to anybody for an entire day. I was pissed. I was sad. But mainly just mad at myself. But it was a simple mistake. Got to learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward with it. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. Just going to keep going forward. You know, it was a little hectic with us getting the house and everything and moving, but now that I'm here, hopefully in a few months I can save up that money again and send the car off to the body shop and get that cowl fixed, because last time I did it myself, I don't want to do it again unless I get enough people wanting me to show them how to do it. I'll show them. You could almost even get the cowl painted before and welded in afterwards, and then just paint where you weld, and it would actually be pretty not that difficult, and the whole car doesn't need to go all the way to the body shop. You just have to be really careful with the paint, but probably save you a trip to the body shop. Probably make it a lot cheaper too. But yeah, that's something I'm definitely gonna have to debate on doing myself or not. So for now, you know, hope you guys enjoyed me just changing my oil and ranting, or rambling, not ranting, but rambling, and just talking about the car and everything that's going on. So we will be at the dyno tomorrow, so I'll make a video of the car being on the dyno. We'll see how much it's actually gonna make. We'll finally get to see what these freaking or technically there's only 2 sets as far as I know, because these cams aren't even on L&M's website yet. So, and I know that the other guy's block is, well, just a block. There's no internals whatsoever in it. So as far as I know, I'm still the very first person with these cams, and we're gonna see if they actually truly supersede the comp cam stage 3s. So we'll see that in the power numbers, see if they're good, see if they're bad, and we'll also take the car out for a drive and actually be able to get some full wide open throttle pulls. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. So